Hi, Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you for being here. This is going to be a read for the second half of April 2020. This will be a general read. If you're looking for a personal read that taps into your own personal energies, go to theguidedintuitive.com up here or in my description box below, okay? So this is going to be you and who, and that who could be a friend or family member, boyfriend, girlfriend, it could be a person of interest. It even could be one side of a situation or another. Okay, so do note that if love's not on the brain. All right. So let's jump into this and see what's going on for you. Those of you that are looking to take your your life's purpose to that next level, or maybe you're trying to identify what your life purpose is for you, you definitely want to book a discovery session with me up here or in my description box below. This way we get a little bit more clarity, and then we can make a recommendation as to what program might be best for you, especially if you want, and it's only for those that are serious, that want that inspiration, motivation, and that accountability to get that clarity that they need in life. Okay, so they can move forward and do what they're destined to do, and what I call is your wealth code, what you're innately built for in this life period. So that's exactly what I see here. So if you're interested in that, go to our discovery session up here. It's complimentary. It's a few minutes to make that recommendation for you, and then it's also in my description box if you miss it. Okay. All right. So let's jump into this, guys, and see what's going on for you. I'm doing this at the full moon. Okay. It's funny. I just got out of the rain and I forgot my umbrella, right? So it's like boom. So, but in any event, it's this super pink moon, and this is beautiful. It's about blossoming. So things are blossoming. So it's a super moon, which is about 15% brighter and 7% bigger. So all about things blossoming for spring. So let's see what's gonna blossom for you, Sag. All right, let's see what's going on for you here. All right, we're gonna start with you first, and then we'll move to the other side there. All right, feel free to reverse the messages as you see fit. Okay, because sometimes that comes. Sometimes you might get a message that makes better sense for you on the other side, or might resonate more with you. You'll know. All right. So here's where you're at right now. What do we get? 9 of Cups. Nice. So the nines are about, this is about coming to fruition. Okay. So this tells me that this is about having comfort. This is about having satisfaction in life, feeling very, very warm. This is about really feeling really good, comforted, and just being in a good place that's safe and warm. And it's making you feel really, really nice. So it's making you feel very, very confident, which is beautiful. Nines, again, are about coming to fruition. So this just tells me it's come to that point. It's kind of reached that point. Anything else on this 9 of Cups that we need to know? This is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces type energy. Okay. But that's what I feel. It's like emotionally you're feeling really, really good about that. 4 of Swords. This is probably coming from, maybe your stability was rocked before. Okay, this is about resting, recuperation after something that didn't work out in some way. Now, it could be, of course, what's happening in this world. A lot of us have made a lot of big changes, not only in our work, in our life, in our living, situations, all of that, right? So we're kind of shifting and sorting all of that, but this is about maybe coming out of that and into this and now feeling safe. So this is beautiful. So the 4 is about getting that stability. Swords is you might be dealing with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or just taking on that energy, really. Anything else that wants to come out for you? What's the vibration that you're emanating? Well, we got that here. Let's talk about what's something that you need to be more, what do you need to be more open to receiving? What does that look like? Okay. 5 of Pentacles. You need to get out of this. This is like a poverty mindset. This is just a mindset, because this is saying there's warmth and there's light coming from there that's available to you, but you're looking down. All right. So this is about a shift in perception, changing the way that you see making money. Okay. And that's what I feel that's coming through. It's a 5. 5s tell me that it's about some sort of adversity. And what you need to be more open to is a different way of thinking in terms of how to make money. And quite frankly, I'm just calling it as the Pentacles coming through, but this could also be a different way of thinking in terms of a different mindset in terms of a relationship or situation. Okay, because what this is saying here is that you need to be more open to a different perspective as it pertains, and I'm just saying to coin here. So if you're looking to make more money of any sort, this is saying you need to be more open to a different perspective about it, because it's kind of like, hey, there's light shining through, but you're refusing to hold on to what that was from before. And this could be some sort of template that was built into you through your upbringing, okay? And as a child, and has just been there. And now it's time to change that. But you're refusing to change that. So this is what's coming into play there. So you can, what you need to be more open to is that. And I'm going to pull another card because I want to clarify and see what this is. What is this specifically you need to surrender? What does that look like? Okay, here it is. What is it? Surrender to fear. This is about the stories that you're telling yourself, and this is about wanting you to let go of that. Really stay in the moment. And this is about really focus on solutions of the situation. Okay, so instead, this is about focusing on the solutions of the situation and surrendering fear. So this is all about fear, about moving forward. This is about fear, and I know a lot of us. This is all about using fear as fuel to reinvent ourselves, to create a different perspective, to create a new solution. Based upon the shifts and changes of the world, the market, whatever that looks like. Could be, work, it could be love, whatever that is, but things are changing. For you, what this talks about is surrendering fear, because it wants you just to focus on solutions. And when you focus on solutions, it allows you to celebrate every single baby step along the way. So this is about ridding of fear, Sagittarius. That's what's coming into play. So use that fear as fuel to propel you into those baby steps that you need to take, and focus on love to get you out of that, and celebrate every single baby step that you're taking, because this is the light that wants to come through that you're not looking at, okay? Because you're looking down in the darkness. This wants you to look up to the light. So that's what's coming into play there. So that's really, really key. What is the next step that you need to take? What does that look like? What's your next step that you need to take? Let's see what that is for you here. Let's see what that is. Okay, here it is. What is it? Next step that you need to take, 3 of Wands. This is about preparation and foresight, okay? This is about looking towards the future. When I get the 3s, this is about communication, and this is about being prepared and having foresight, creating that vision, and keep that fire alive in that vision of what it is that you want, okay? And that's what's coming into place. So that's the next step. This is your leap of faith, is to create a plan, to create some sort of preparation, have some sort of foresight of where that vision lies. What is it that you want to manifest it, and to really create what that is, and to say, okay, well, this is what I want to manifest. What is the inspired action that I need to take, right? And this is focusing on that inspired action and actually doing it, and focusing again, keeping that fire alive of what it is that you want and not what it is that you don't want. Okay, so use that fire. Remember, we talked about that fire. Use a fear as fuel to ignite the fire in you to move forward. Okay, that's what I see for you, Sag. This is beautiful, really beautiful. Okay, and how can you manifest? Even more successfully? What does that look like for you? How can you manifest even more successfully, moving forward here? Okay. I think that's going to be key. What is it that, in terms of this situation, whatever this is, how can you manifest more successfully on what it is you want in this situation or relationship? 10 of Pentacles. Nice. Well, how can you do it? This is about taking the steps forward and focusing on, happy family life. This is about coming to fruition. This is a new beginning, okay? This is a brand new beginning. So I think what it is that you can manifest more successfully is to plan for this brand new beginning. If this is what you want, this is about preparation and foresight to get there, okay? And ridding of that fear in that process, okay? What is the message from your higher self in terms of this relationship or situation? Okay, here we go. Face your adversities. So this is really coming through for you here. It's not about burying them. It is really about really facing them directly and working through them and knowing that they exist and acknowledging that they exist and working through why you had kind of felt that way in the past and how it's different for you now, and how you can turn that fear into, again, fuel to really light the fire and to really move you forward. So it is about facing your adversities, okay? And also acting with sincerity in a relationship and in a situation, whatever that is. Do it in a sincere fashion is going to be very, very key. Anything else that we need to know? What's most important for you here in this relationship or situation? What is it? Heat. Yeah. There's a lot. Look at this fire. You're in your own element here too. Lots of fire, right? All the fire sign here. This is applying heat to the situation. So it's about heating it up a little bit more. The universe has got your back. It's got your, it's got the hand around your neck. It's kind of pushing you forward and giving you that push to give you wings to move forward and past this, and surrendering your fear, and really truly wants you to move forward. Okay. And anything else that you would need to know before we go to this other person? What is it? Co-creation. This is about co-creating with the universe or co-creating with someone else, a partner, and that could be the case. So either or, but this is saying is that this is about applying, working together and not doing it all yourself, but working together with someone else to co-create what it is that you truly, truly want. And and what I see here is that, of course, that 10 of Pentacles there, right? It's really, really beautiful. So that's what I see. It's about co-creation, working together, two people working together, and also becoming transformed in the process. Now, this could be the co-creation of the universe and working together, being transformed in terms of ridding of your fear as well. So that's what I see. Let's take a look at this other person. Okay, what is about this other person? Where are they at? All right, let's take a look. Let's see where they're at, what vibration they're emanating or emitting, I should say. I guess either way. What is it? Seven, the Chariot. This is a major arcana card. So this person is working through everything. They are in the driver's seat. Okay, so this could be someone that you're working with or that you have in your life. This is someone who takes control. This person is in the driver's seat, balancing out the light and the dark, and really putting the driver's seat and moving forward, in terms of driving this forward. So they're in, when I see the Chariot, it could be this person got a new car as well. So that could be the case too, but it's about having the willpower to make the changes based upon what's happening in the universe. So you've got a really good person over here that's definitely willing to work with you, which is really, you're quite very, very lucky. Anything else? King of Cups. Wow, this is actually someone that is very balanced in terms of their emotions and how they feel. So this is really beautiful. And it could be that person is actually in control of how they feel and getting more in control. So in how they feel. This is love. This is this person might have water in their chart as well, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces type energy. But it's really smooth sailing in terms of their emotions. They're very in control of that. It's the King, which is incredibly balanced. Now, that's what I see coming through. Anything else for this person? They're being very balanced and in control of their feelings. Okay. And what do they need to be more open to receiving? What does that look like? Judgment. So this is about this is about, how do I want to say this? It's kind of like a truth or a decision that's being made. Hold on one second. Okay, so sorry about that. The dog was barking. So, but what I got is a judgment, on this other side here. And this is about absolution. This is about a decision that's coming down into play. So this is about, resurrecting a situation. It could be in terms of a relationship or situation. There could be some sort of resurrection on this side, or this person has changed and gone through some sort of transformation as well. This is a major arcana card, so this is really beautiful. You can see kind of like the spirit, it's kind of being resurrected, right? So it could be this relationship or situation is being resurrected, hence this co-creation over here too, and two people working together. What's the next step that this person needs to take? What does that look like? Two of Swords. This is a decision this person needs to make. So there's some sort of decision that needs to be made here. And this person needs to take a different perspective because they feel a little tied about that. So it's about duality. And this is, yeah, it's about duality. There's some sort of choice that this person has to make. It's kind of at a stalemate a little bit. Okay. Let's pull what it is that might need to surrender in terms of this Two of Swords. Okay. So there is a decision that needs to be made. What does that look like? Surrender to play. Wow. So this is about a person that needs to play a little bit and get rid of maybe overthinking, and maybe they're overthinking about a relationship or a goal, and they're so set on it right now. And this is seen as they need to do something that inspires them. It was a little bit playful for them, and some sort of recreation that brings them some sort of rejuvenation. And it could be just be working out at home. It could be, trying something different in a routine of some sort, but it needs to be at play, something that they enjoy or are passionate about. Okay. So play is going to help this person relieve them of some of this tension, have a better idea in terms of which choice to make, but they need to surrender to some play. This person's been working really, really hard. Okay. So that's the energy that I'm feeling over there. Anything else that would be helpful for them in terms of this Two of Swords that gets them out of that? Surrender to miracles. I haven't even seen this card before. This is about that, to know that miracles can come true, and to perhaps let go of any sort of resistance, that miracles are available for this person as well. So it's about, in this relationship or in this situation, that miracles can happen. So that's what's coming through, is what I see here. It's kind of letting go of any resistance and any sort of doubt, and focus on the divine, and know that miracles can happen. Okay, so really focusing on what they want to manifest, rather than get so tied up into this. Okay, so I think that's really, really key. Anything else that wants to come through for this person? Like, what's the next, what's the leap of faith that they need to take that's just going to help them in terms of any next steps? They need to tune out any distractions in their life. Okay, so this is about tuning out so they can have some time to tune into themselves. And that playtime could be something that they just are passionate about doing, music, whatever the case may be. But this is saying is the next step they have to take is that they definitely need to tune out any sort of distractions, and anything else. Make a plan. Okay, so they need to make some sort of plan in terms of how they want to move forward and what their life is going to look like. How can they manifest what they want more successfully? How can they manifest what they want more successfully? What does that look like? Chariot. I get the Chariot again over here, and I use a different tarot deck, and what I got is to know that they have got the willpower, to know that they can need to take action, and then know that they have got that they can actually totally move forward, and have control over the situation. They can manifest it and know that they are in control, and to trust that they're in control and can make things happen and balance things out. That's what this is talking about. This is beautiful. What is the message from the higher source of what they need to be aware of? What is the message from the higher source that, or their highest self, that is going to be important for them to move forward? Judgment. You know what? This is another card. Same, they got Judgment, but in the tarot deck, and I pulled from a different deck. And what's so funny is I got another card. So I got two Judgments. It's about resurrection. Okay, they got it here and they got it here. So Judgment is just repeating itself, and this is why I know that it's on point. So this person is resurrecting themselves. They are revamping who they are. It's kind of like they're being resurrected now in this life and in this situation based upon a shift and a change in their life. So there is some sort of judgment that needs to be made. Okay, so what is it that this person wants to say to you, and what do you want to say to them? So first I'm going to start with what you want to say to them. Okay, let's start with that first. So Judgment. So there's going to be some sort of resurrection of this situation, and there's going to be a decision. A decision is going to come through, and it's going to be best for all. Okay, so that's what I really feel. So yeah, it's some sort of absolution. It's a final stance in this. So judgment will be made. Okay, in some sort of change. Okay, it could be changing, even residences or whatever that case may be, but just how they're going to move forward. Okay, in this situation. What is it that you would like to say to this person, Sag? What does that look like? Okay, let's see. One more. Okay, here it is. What is it? I'm afraid to be real with you. Oh my gosh. So that's what I'm getting. Yeah, and there's sometimes, in a relationship that sometimes we tend to be a little bit more diplomatic than confronting something that we really want to say. So this is about really coming through and saying, "Hey, I'm afraid to be real with you." And this is vulnerability, but it's also honesty. And this is beautiful. It's a groundbreaking conversation to come. Okay. Let's take a look at what this other person would like to say to you. So that's really positive, okay? When you're able to confront your vulnerability like that, that's really positive because it does lead to a great conversation, okay? All right. What does this other person like to say to you? Here it is. Here it is. I know what I said was hurtful. I truly didn't mean it and would do anything to take it back. So sometimes when we get heated conversations, we do say things sometimes we don't mean, but we always have to be careful because sometimes when it exits out of our mouth, it's not something that we can try to gobble up back again and say, oh, it didn't happen, because it did, right? So I know I've been there, done that, and I know many of you, especially in relationships when they can get so difficult at times. But this is really saying, this is all about acknowledging the quality of the relationship this other person is, and thinking that that what you said, I guess just. It's not saying that I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be mean, kind of that type of thing. I didn't really mean that, and just all they care about is the quality of the relationship, is what I feel when someone says something like this. And so I think that's really key, and that's something to say about the situation. So guys, you got to let me know how this resonates. So please note your comments below. Please like, subscribe, and definitely it keeps my channel going, and I so appreciate you. Until next time, stay safe. Lots of love. Namaste.